Today we are going to see what is CNC machining and its various types. So what is CNC machining? There are generally three types of modern machining: additive, subtractive and formatting. Additive is what we start from zero like we do in a 3D machining. Subtractive is in the subtractive machining we take a material and do various jobs on it, so we get the proper job. In format two we edit the material. So what CNC machining is a digital subtractive machining technology. In this, parts are created by removing material from a solid block using a variety of cutting tools. It produces high accuracy parts with excellent physical properties directly from a CAD file. It has a very high level of automation. Almost every material can be CNC machined. The most common examples include metals and plastics, also foam, composites, and wood. Due to the high level of automation, CNC is price competitive for both one-off custom parts and medium volume production. Types of CNC machines. Our main focus on the machines are those which remove materials using cutting tools. In uh, in this, there are also other machines which include laser cutters, plasma cutters, and EDM. Here we have divided CNC machines on basis of the axis. The term axis stands for a system of positioning controlled by the CNC. Thus, the number of axes refers to the number of motors that can be individually driven for the positional control of the tool, allowing complex contours to be machined. Here is the flowchart given. The CNC machine can be divided into two parts: three-axis CNC machining and multi-axis CNC machining. In three-axis CNC machining, we have CNC milling and CNC turning. CNC milling can again be divided into two parts, that is vertical and horizontal. In multi-axis CNC machining, we have indexed CNC machining, continuous 5-axis CNC machining, and mill turning. Vertical machining center. It is a milling is a machine which uses CNC, that is computer numerical control. Numerical control is a automated control of a machining tools by means of a computer. A CNC machine processes a piece of material to meet specifications by following a coded programmed instruction and without a manual operator directly controlling the machine. Vertical machining center is nothing but a simple vertical machining with a computer-based input device. Vertical mach In addition to cutting, VMC can also use for drilling, carving, and tapping. Here we can see a figure in which the three axes of the machine is shown. As indicated in the figure, the spindle can be moved along all the three axes. The parts in this machine are the table, the tool changer, and the cooling system. The working is simple, as in this process, pre-programmed computer software dictates the movement of the factory tools. Next. So it has various advantages. Its ease of operation is very basic, as operators spend less time on setup and programming because of user-friendly CNC controls. It has a very useful structural design which gives better visibility, and because of which the workers can inspect the whole process. Next is the higher productivity. The only thing we need to do in this thing is to write the code properly. The other part is for the machine. It, they are the preferred choice for easier, less complex jobs. The third advantage is that it is the popular choice. As the as it is a popular choice, there is a high chance that that the workers will be easily available and it will be less expensive. Disadvantages of VMC. Because the spindle and the work table of the vertical machining center are set in parallel state, the height of the workpiece processes is limited. There is a certain size restriction on the fixture and cutter. The processing range of the box type workpiece is relatively small.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dhruv Bhanushali and I am going to continue with horizontal milling center. So, horizontal milling center basically relies on a rotary cutter to remove metal from a workpiece. Horizontal machining occurs on a horizontal machining center (HMC), which employs a spindle that is parallel to the ground floor. With a horizontally oriented spindle, tools stick out of the side of the tool holder and cut across the side of a workpiece, encouraging chips to fall away from the table. So basically, horizontal milling machines have shorter and thicker cutting tools. The main parts of horizontal mill are the base, column, knee, saddle, table, spindle, overarm, and arbor supports. The other important parts are the clamps, handles, knee crank, table feet directional lever, saddle feet directional lever, the normal lever, drawing bolt. So basically, I'll now try to explain how does a horizontal milling center work. So horizontal milling machines do not use a fixed spindle. Multi-cutters can be mounted on a horizontal spindle across the table. When the horizontal arbor stretches across the entire length of the bed, the rotating cutting tool press against the workpiece and removes excess materials from the piece to produce the required workpiece. It's it works on the principle. Now I'll try to explain the principle on which it works. The workpiece is holding on the work table of the machine. The table movement controls the feed of workpiece against the rotating cutter. The cutter is mounted on a spindle or arbor and revolves at a high speed. Except for the rotation, the cutter has no other motion. Horizontal machining is a typical choice for mass produced metal products in industrial applications. These machines feature high dynamics, rapid tool change, and superior precision. Many configurations are possible on horizontal machining center, including robot load or unload and secondary operations integration. With CNC capability, HMCs offer efficiencies and productivity to manufacturing operations. Now, I'll explain about the advantages and the limitations. So, compared with VMC or vertical machining center, horizontal machining centers are easier to remove chips during workpiece machining and are more advantageous for complex undercuts and mold cavity machining. Also, due to their structural advantages of HMCs, horizontal machining center can process large workpieces. Simply put, workpieces that are difficult or impossible to machine in VMCs can be machined in horizontal machining centers. The disadvantages or limitations of the horizontal machining center are that it has a large area, its structure is complex, the price is more expensive than the vertical machining center. It is inconvenient when the debugging it is inconvenient while debugging the horizontal machining center. and the tool movement rack is not suitable for observation during machining. The loading and unloading of the workpiece is inconvenient, and the processed workpiece is not easy to measure. Now, other the major point of concern is the vibrational effect of horizontal milling machine, which sometimes leads to the disruption of workpiece, and several measures are being taken in order to reduce this limitation of horizontal milling center, which is the vibrational effect. There are several projects that work best on horizontal milling machines. First is the cutting one or more grooves in a material. Other is creating slots, completing projects that required working on multiple sites, working on large projects utilizing extremely heavy material. The future of CNC machining is focused more on improving efficiency and effectiveness of the existing machines. Now Shubham will continue with the turning sector.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. So let us start with CNC turning center. So CNC lathes are extensively used basically because they can produce parts at much higher rate and also at lower cost than ordinary CNC mills. But there is a main design restriction of CNC lathe that they can only produce parts with profile which is cylindrical. To overcome this limitation, multi CNC the parts are often milled CNC milled first and then CNC turned, or alternatively 5-axis mill turning CNC center can be used. So these two steps can be avoided. Next. Yes. Now let us move to the working. So the diagram up there simply shows a basic layout of the CNC. That is, the workpiece is held in the chuck, which is fixed in the spindle. So, which then the spindle rotates, and the tool is fed to the workpiece. The then the tool is used to cut the material of the workpiece as like subtractive manufacturing. So CNC turning is a manufacturing process in which bars of material are held in chuck, as I said, and uh, the tool is fed to create a desired shape that we want. Uh, the cutting tool or center drill traces the outer or inner perimeter of the part, forming the geometry. As we can see, this is a 3-axis. As the spindle rotates along the y-axis, the tool moves up and down, and along the z-axis, and along the sideways, that is along the x direction. Thus, this is a 3-axis CNC machining. Yes. Now we'll take a look at the advantages and disadvantages. So it is fast and easy because the reliable operation of the machine with no physical labor, but just only at a command produces a part. Accuracy and smoothness because CNC machines are tested and refined to give the best quality products and services that do not lack in accuracy. They are efficient as a CNC machine will manufacture each component uh, as same as the previous one, so it gives efficient repeatability. Low cost because the involvement of labor is very less, thus CNCs are very efficient. Easy upgrade, only a software upgrade is required to upgrade the machine. Yes, there are some disadvantages. First is only circular geometries. As I mentioned before, it can only produce parts with rotational symmetry and simple geometries. Periodical maintenance cost. CNCs are produced by expert and skillful professionals using best quality raw materials, but they require periodical maintenance cost to maintain that accuracy and quality. New programming, if there is a need for separate commands for separate tasks, then the CNC should be programmed again. So this is a little disadvantage of it.
So good afternoon, sir. I am Pranjan. I'll be giving a brief about the 5-axis CNC machines. Okay. 5-axis CNC machines are generally more advanced CNC machines which are equipped with two or more axes in addition to the 3-axis CNC machines. in these types of machines, in addition to the tool, the workpiece bed can also rotate or translate, depending upon its making. So the this 5-axis CNC machines are of three types. First is 5-axis index CNC machine, continuous 5-axis CNC machine, and mill turning centers with live tooling. So as I said, milling machines or lathe, 5-axis machines are generally milling machines or lathe enhanced with additional degrees of freedom. So as these are more advanced and modern machines, they also come with increased cost, and they require expert and skilled operators, and they also require specialized machinery and tools. So first is indexed 5-axis CNC milling. In this indexed 5-axis CNC milling, the three degrees of freedom are only available during the machining operation, and between two machining operations, the bed and spindle can rotate. But all these five degrees of freedom are not available simultaneously or at the same time. That is why this type of machine is also called as 3+2 CNC milling machines. Um, this machine comes with a lot of advantages, which are it eliminates the need for manual repositioning of the workpiece. As I said, between two operations, the bed of the workpiece can move, or the translate or rotate, and it can align itself with the tool according to the need. And this machine can produce higher accuracy workpiece without much with high efficiency, without with a lot of ease. And there are certain disadvantages, which are this cost higher its cost is higher than the 3-axis CNC machining, and it cannot produce curving contact surfaces very accurately. Next is continuous 5-axis CNC milling. As opposed to indexed 5-axis CNC milling, in continuous 5-axis CNC milling, all the 5 degrees of freedom are available at the same time, and the bed can rotate or translate. The bed can rotate, and the tool head can rotate at the same time during operations too. So this makes it easier to manufacture curved surfaces. So this curve, so as I said, curved surfaces or organic geometries are very easy to manufacture using this CNC milling, 5-axis continuous CNC milling. Major advantages are that the level of accuracy that we gain by this milling machine is impossible with any other processes. And the major disadvantage is that this type of CNC machine has the highest cost per part, and tool restrictions still apply. The third multi-axis CNC machine are mill turning CNC centers. In these machines, there are many tools which can either do turning operations or milling operations. So the tool holder can either clamp the workpiece at a particular place, or it can also rotate the workpiece like in turning machines. So this machine can do the work of both lathe and milling cutting tools. So the parts like this, which have both circular or cylindrical surfaces and intricate details, can be manufactured on these machines. The advantages is that it has the lowest cost in all 5-axis CNC machines, and it has high production capabilities with ease, and it can do the part of both milling and turning machines. The major disadvantages is that tool access restrictions still apply. That is, it cannot go in every corner of the workpiece. and it is more suitable for cylindrical outline because even though there is a provision of clamping device, the clamping device cannot clamp very accurately if there is a square or rectangular surface. And here we have a data that is a cost comparison of different CNC machines. Here we can see that we have set the CNC three-axis CNC milling as the standard, which costs $75 per hour, and depending on this, all the other machining, depending on this, all the other machines are given a cost of all different machines are given per hour. So the major advancements that we have made in CNC milling is that we have started using 7-axis and 9-axis CNC machines. These machines are more specially robotic armed machines, and they are special purpose machines which are made according to the needs of the manufacturer, and they come in different variants. So here we can see a KUKA 7-axis milling machines, uh, and here we can see a 9-axis mill turning machine. Here we have a turning machine. Here we have a turning machine with all the turning tools, and here we have a milling machine. And you can see the different axes across which it can move. So these are our references, and thank you.